Hi, my name is Brian. Today I'll be discussing about an aspect of African culture demonstrating its importance, and it should the discussion should discuss on the importance of gender awareness in the African society. So so we African oral traditions are rich tapestry of stories, songs, myths that have been passed down through generation. From one generation to another, the same story is passed. They are not just a form of entertainment, but vital means of preserving history of the community, culture, and societal values. Today, we will explore these traditions and highlight the importance of gender awareness within them. The tradition past, we're gonna discuss the importance of the gender awareness within them. So, and Africa oral traditions in various forms, including folk tales, the myth given passed to us, proverbs, songs. These narratives are more than just stories. Some of the narratives educate us. They act as educational tools that bridge the past and the present, transmitting values of knowledge and wisdom across generations. From one myth or story, knowledge is passed from one generation to another generation. The next generation is going to have the same knowledge. Yeah, so that's how everything is passed from one generation to another generation. For example, Proverbs often carry deep meanings and moral lessons that guide community behavior and ethical standard and some ethical standards. From Proverbs, we learn and we learn moral, some have good lessons and everything. So next, we're gonna talk traditional gender roles in oral traditions. I'm referring to the slide. So traditional gender roles in oral tradition were distinct. Men were often public storytellers, custodians of the history, and keepers of the community memories. They told stories through public gatherings and ceremonies. So in the past, when there were ceremonies and public gatherings, so the men were the one giving the stories, which passed moral lessons from different generations of the community. Women, on the other hand, played a critical role within domestic sphere. They contributed through lullabies, family storytelling, and passing down tradition to their children. So women passed the information to the children, but the men passed it to the community during gatherings and ceremonies. But women passed the information through lullabies when they are interacting with the children, storytelling when family storytelling time. Yeah, so that's how the women. That's the difference. While their contribution were less visible, they were equally important in preserving the cultural heritage. They are they are also they are equally important to the men who are giving stories during ceremonies. Um, So the next is gender dynamic and expression. Dynamics in oral tradition are complex. While men typically dominated public storytelling, women found ways to express themselves through proverbs, lullabies, and subtle storytelling. In contemporary times, there has been a rise in female storytellers who are breaking traditional barriers and asserting their voices in public domain. This shift is crucial in promoting gender equality and ensuring diverse perspective in storytelling. Yeah, so there have been rise of women of female storytellers who are breaking the traditional barrier. Like it's not a must for like the previous generation where the men are the one giving the stories. So it's evolving that the upcoming women who pass the information through ceremonies and not only do lullabies to the and other and during family storytelling. What is what's the importance of gender awareness? So gender awareness in oral tradition is vital for several reasons. Firstly, it helps us recognize and appreciate the contribution of both men and women beyond their traditional roles. Secondly, allows us to adapt stories for contemporary relevance, ensuring they reflect modern values and promote inclusivity. By promoting inclusive storytelling, which includes anyone, we foster a culture of equality and respect, which is essential for growth and development of our societies. So next, so let's take a case study of Rwanda. Let's look at Rwanda as a case study. After the genocide, women played a significant role in the country recovery and rebuilding process. Storytelling became mean of healing and the unity. Through gatherings, which are known as Umbwemwe, women shared their stories, experiences, and wisdom, helping to mend the social fabric and promote peace. The example highlights power inclusive storytelling in fostering resilience and unity. So the next case study, let's pick like Ghana. Another example is Ghana, where traditional Ananse, as they call it, traditional Ananse stories adapted to include female protagonists. They, this adaptation has profound impact on young audiences, shaping their perceptions of gender roles and promoting equality. By including diverse characters in the stories, Ghanaian storytellers are challenging gender stereotypes and encouraging a more balanced and inclusive view of society. So the next one is revital, revitalizing traditional traditions through gender awareness. So through gender awareness involves challenging existing stereotypes and promoting inclusive narratives. By doing so, we can ensure that stories reflect the diverse experiences and contributions of all members of society. Inclusive storytelling promotes gender equality, encourages empathy, and fostering understanding. It allows to create a more equitable society where everyone's voice is heard and valued. Yeah, so we have generally talked about gender awareness in so we have talked about gender gender awareness, the impact of African oral tradition and gender awareness. So that's all we have talked about. So in conclusion, African oral traditions are a vital part of our cultural heritage. Preserving history, values, and knowledge, gender awareness within these traditions is essential for promoting equality and inclusivity. By embracing inclusive storytelling, we can foster a culture of respect and equality, ensuring that all voices are heard and valued, that all voices of the not regarding the gender, they are heard and valued. So thank you for your attention, and I look forward and I thank for attention. That's my presentation. Thank you.